Hello, friends.
Ooh.
She's doing that because today is Friday the 13th.
Yeah, lucky. It's lucky day.
I'm Roberta.
I'm Lenny.
And we are
the SABLE Stitchers.
Welcome. Today is our 77th Flosstube video.
Lucky sevens.
Lucky double sevens. So we're so happy to be here with you
Yes,
today.
we are.
And I'm going to turn over to Lenny. Because I know we've had wonderful comments. I know you all are anxiously awaiting an update.
And I am going to try not to cry because your comments and your thoughts and your prayers and your cards and little things that you have sent me, God has listened because I have great news. No, it didn't go away. That would be super great news. But the great news is I'm at a very early stage. It is not in the lymph nodes, and I'll give you the facts right front. And surgery is scheduled for the 23rd. But you guys, God has listened to you so much, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And reading comments, and I did read them all. I'm sorry I couldn't answer them. They were just so full of love, so full of support, and I know a lot of you have gone through this before, and I pray for you. I do. You are all in my prayers, and yes, we can fight this, and yes, we will win. And please go get your mammograms because, hopefully they can save lives. But from the bottom of my heart, and I had all this prepared before I was going to come, and it's just not, I just can't express how much love that I have in this community and family and friends that care so much for each other. And I just want to thank you so much because I know through the power of prayer, God does listen. And yes, I'll go through this, but it's just going to be a little bump in the road, and then we're going to be fine. And I want to thank my friend Roberta here. She's got her pink on, and I'm wearing pink, and I support everyone out there that is fighting this disease, and pray that you have a good outcome, and you have great doctors, and God touches those doctors and the medical team. Mine seems to be just phenomenal, and I feel very confident in their abilities. So anyway, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all your prayers and all your love and all your support. And I have a real funny pattern I'm going to show you later. And we're going back to our joyful floss tubes.
Great.
And that was the best news I could have received, and it's all from you. Thank you.
Yes, it's a wonderful community. Like I said, all the comments were very uplifting. So many people have walked similar journeys, or know family or friends who have done it. And I know it's always uplifting to read when other people, it just gives you another little level of hope.
Thank you for sharing your journey, because it really does help me share mine and go through mine.
And I know just from talking to you, just after hearing the outpouring, even before you knew about, all of the good things that you heard from the doctor, that you felt really uplifted.
I did. And
your mood was,
Can I tell this one story?
Of course you can.
Okay, we were waiting in the waiting room, and of course, I'm not going to tell all the story.
It's okay. But it's just so Lenny.
It is Lenny. So everybody's reading their phones, and we're all there for the same thing, is to find out what's going on with our bodies. So it was kind of a sad, somber place. There was probably a half a dozen couples with their spouses and family. And I'm sitting there going through my phone, as everybody else is. And I don't know about you guys. I'm not technically, whatever that word is, she is. So I'm looking at my phone, and something pops up on my phone, and it's like a new request. And I have been getting a lot of requests, and I hope I've answered as many as I can. Anyway, and I go, oh, there was a name. And I go, I know that name. So I
Accepted. You accepted.
Got to back up a little bit. Got my nails done, but they were really long, and so I really was looking at it, and I thought, I don't do it. But then I decided, yes, I know who you are. So I pressed accept, and I went, no, 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 go back, go back, go back. I had hit a site you shouldn't.
A naughty site. Okay.
A site you shouldn't go to. And this person's name was not who I thought it was. And so I'm yelling, take it back, trying to, and my daughter was there, and I go, fix this. Well, the man that was, and the woman that was sitting right across from us just bursted out laughing because I didn't realize I was talking as loud as I was talking, Lenny. And anyway, Laura took my phone, and so she went through it, and she says, well, there's no porn on here. I go, no, I don't want it. And this guy is just, anyway, I like to think that God placed me maybe at that moment because I had the whole office laughing because I had accidentally clicked on a naughty site. All right, and then they called my name, and I was getting ready to walk into the room, and I mean, this is where your prayers really did come in. I walked into the room, and I felt like the little boy on Home Alone. I'm not afraid anymore. And I felt this peace just come over me. And I walked in, and I sat down, and there was just those hard chairs, and it was cold. Mm-hmm. And so I said to Ike and to Laura, I said, is it cold in here? And they go, no, it's really hot. Mm. And then I sat down on the chair, and it was so soft. And I really felt like there were angels in the room, kind of flapping their wings, but I was just surrounded by love. And when I sat down, I felt like I was sitting on somebody's lap. And so I just felt God was there. He was holding me. And I know this is from you. And that was really, and ever since then, I have just felt so positive. Anyway, you know how I feel. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to go on. But
no, you're loved, and
thank you again.
We appreciate all the support that we've had from the community. So.
It was just such an inspirational feeling.
You never want to go through it, but it really does show how many good people there are, in this world. So thank you.
Anyway, thank you. All right.
Well, right after we did our last video, on Saturday, I went up to Weston, Missouri to visit with Jackie the Comfort Stitcher and meet up with Christine from Hollis Hands Creates. Lenny and I have never managed to be in town or be available when Jackie has had her past 2 get-togethers. And I have met her briefly at Sampler Symposium, but just wanted to have the opportunity to go visit with her and get to know her a little better. And same with Christine had never had the opportunity to go either, so we arranged to go up and meet. And you weren't in the mood, or a great frame of mind for a trip like that at the time. So, but we'll do it. Well, maybe we'll get hopeful when she does her next get together. But it was really, if you have been to one of her stitching events, or I don't know if she's done a tour of the shop. We met up at the shop that she lives above, which I hope I don't mess up the name too bad. It's Florilegium.
I think that's right.
Florilegium. Mm-hmm. And it is an amazing shop. Weston is it's an antebellum town. It has a lot of antebellum houses. In the past, my husband and I have gone up there and done candlelight tours at Christmas. It's just a very charming,
they have
old river town.
Really nice bed and breakfast.
I bet they do.
A few bed and breakfast.
And they have a lot of, it's one of these towns, they have a lot of special events. And so...
go up at Christmas time because St. Nicholas, or Kris Kringle,
or Father
Christmas,
yeah,
he wanders all around, and it's It's a
I know
lovely
they have
little
like
town.
a fall festival and things. But anyway, the shop is just so the town's worth a visit, but the shop is just, for those of us who enjoy crafts and inspiration, it's just amazing. It's not a huge shop, but it is just packed with wool and beads and, buttons and all these little, things that you could use in like just about any craft you would do. Beautiful yarn, little kits, just everywhere you look, there's just inspiring little vignettes. And, I was trying to concentrate on what was being said, but, your head is just like, oh, look at that. Oh, wow, look at that. That's so pretty. So it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful place. And they have a website, Florilegium.com. And on the website, they describe it as rare and beautiful ingredients to fuel your creative fire. And that is certainly a summation of how wonderful this little shop is. And so it was really fun to visit, get to know Jackie a little better. It was just a wonderful visit, and it's always fun to catch up with creative friends like that. And I went from there down south to Gardner, Kansas, where I met up with my friend Leslie, and we had the opportunity to tour a fantastic garden. If you're a gardener, you should follow this Instagram account and YouTube video. It's Moxie's Garden. And the gardener is a man named Mike Toomey. He's very gracious, and I had emailed him and invited myself and my friend to come visit his garden, and he was like, yes, and we worked out a time to do it, and so we went there Saturday evening, and he was just so gracious. He just said, wander through the garden, if you have any questions, I'm here to answer you. Yes, like I said, it's just...
And it's his garden?
It's a typical, so what is so cool about it, it's just a typical suburban yard. And when they moved in, I think it's been about 10 years ago now maybe, like the first rain, they had their backyard flooded. And it didn't get in the house, but the yard was just like a marsh. And so he started by, building ponds, working on the drainage issue. And from there, he just had a vision for this yard, and it's just like a little magical sanctuary. And it's just so cool because he has this vision, and he goes on Facebook Marketplace, and he finds things. And I'll be inserting some pictures of our tour there. He finds these things on Facebook Marketplace that he repurposes as, little houses, or one of the newest things he had a gate. And he's painted it purple and green, I think, and a wrought iron gate. He's very talented. He's very good with, woodworking kind of activities. So, he'll take like old wood and turn it into a really charming little fence. His whole vision, I think, is just to make it a magical space in this, like a little oasis. And you just feel like you're in another world when you're back in his yard. So, and then one of his signature pieces is he has this huge metal moon gate, similar to what you would see in a Japanese garden. And he had that vision, and his brother, who's a welder, crafted it in Texas and brought it up for him to install. So just lots of appreciation to Mike for the time and for the inspiration. I just don't feel like I need to tour any of their gardens after seeing that. So that was fun. And then just this past week, my husband and I were finally to the point where we could do some mulching in our yard. And so we had literally a truckload of mulch delivered, which is hard. Usually I get it bagged, like 10 bags at a time. This time, let's try it's cheaper. Let's just get the whole thing delivered. And spent 5 hours on Monday mulching the yard, which... It was really a blessing because Monday there was a little bit of a breeze. It was not like your typical June day here in Missouri. So it was still very tiring for two little old people. And got most of it done on Monday, and then Tuesday my husband did a lot of it. I was driving the bookmobile, and then we finished it up in the evening. So I'm planning to do a garden tour here pretty soon.
It's getting really pretty back there.
Yeah, there's still so much to do.
So pretty.
But... the garden's never finished, so I think I'm just going to do it, and it's just kind of a work in progress.
That's it. for the rest.
All right. Oh, and then, do you know there's a quilting convention in town?
No.
It really is. You look like it's a joke.
Yes, I do.
So I went to
I
that
get it.
yesterday, and I have just a little bit of a haul from that. It's a 4-day event. It started Wednesday, I think, with classes, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday it's open, and it has finished quilts. They're judging quilts, and then lots of vendors.
It was pretty phenomenal. I didn't get to go, but I've been to it.
I have never
And-
been to this before, so
And it's really.
so somewhere in here. Oh, I can show it now. I think I have it. So I am really, really wanting to get into quilting, and I have something to show because I did finally dip my toe into it. But I just love these little kits, and this is actually from a local store, Quilters HQ. We actually have 2
Out there
of them.
by me.
And they also have one in Overland Park at Windmill on like 95th.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this is a Lori Holt kit. It came with all the fabric, quilt seeds. There's four of these patterns in the line, and I got 2 of them. And I thought that
Very
might be
cute.
doable. So I'm wanting to get
You can
going
do
on
that.
those. I think so. So you will see what I did later. But anyway, so that was just a little bit of my haul from this past time. So, all right. What do you want to do?
Well, I forgot my book of days, so I don't have that, but you can show yours.
Oh, mine's buried here. Yes, I have a little frog.
Aw.
So, yep, been trying to stitch at least a little bit every day between the mulching and, and my gallivanting. Some days I just didn't get a lot in, but I did touch, I think, 5 or 6 pieces over the past 2 weeks. And did I start anything? I think I started, I went back to one of my previous whips that we'll talk about before. So, yep.
Okay. I just want to share a little bit of. Well, no, I won't do that right now. How about we show some of our previous?
Okay.
Okay. I had just a little bit of previous projects that I had done last year, and these were. I think these were Brenda Gervais.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I'll show you.
I have the book here so I can show the pattern in a little bit.
and that's how I finished the back with little pennies. And then just a little flag tree. And then I finished the back. It's just, I meant to cut it this way, but anyway, just with the same fabric. And then one more in that section was this pattern. And then I finished the back similar. Okay.
Okay. This was a finish from last year. This is from one of Teresa Kogut's books, and it's called, I think, A Grand Old Flag. And I finished it that was the first time I tried doing it on a book. So,
I love
looking
book
forward to
finishes.
it. I just pulled all these out today, and I haven't tried fitting them in, so I'm not sure how I'll display those yet. And then this was a Paulette Stewart piece that I got from a retreat that I went to, and now it is out as a pattern. And I did sell my pattern, so I don't have it, but it's a little pin roll or needle roll.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
These were from my strawberry collection, and I do not remember. Oh, there's a bug. Ooh. Okay. So I finished it on a little board I got from Hobby Lobby. The other side had a little star on it. But
Oh, cute.
I wish I could remember, but I couldn't find my pattern, and I don't know.
So is that October,
Oh, maybe it's October Sky?
or is it Artful Offerings?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, and I used some fabric that I had, and I was trying chenille. That was the first time I tried it, so I didn't do all that great.
That's a pretty pattern.
But
love it.
these buttons come on a roll,
Oh.
and so it comes on a little twill, and then the buttons are sewn onto the twill. So I love to use that as a finish.
Very fun. This is one of my oldest Patriotic finishes. This is one of the first things I did when I came back to stitching, and this is from a Blackbird Designs Patriotic book. And I did it on, I think it's 36 count khaki, and had it framed at Michael's. And I would not use this linen now, but I'm pretty, I'm happy enough with the way it turned out that I'm not going to redo that one. So, but yeah.
And my last one is another strawberry, and I got this off of Etsy. I want to say Loohoo Stitches, but that may not be right either. I did have a little bit of strawberry fabric. I didn't get it closed very well, but just used a button on the back.
That's cute.
But I wanted to try rickrack and material around it. So anyway, that's part of my strawberries.
Very cute. And then this is another Blackbird Designs that I did once I came back, and I do want to redo this. I think, oh my goodness, I can't remember what the linen I had this on now is. I think it calls for 18th century rook, which I have managed to track down. I don't remember what this is, and then I did it I think the pattern calls for like 2/2, and I did it 1/2. So it's such a beautiful pattern.
I love
and
the material.
I love the way it, usually you see the flag and these flowers pop on it, and they just aren't doing it on this. So, I do want to redo this. I try to convince myself, I get it out every year, and I try to convince myself it's okay, and I'm just not happy with it. So
it looks great in person.
it's kind of ghosty. I mean, it's just,
it's a little
if you
ghosty.
see the pattern, it really pops a lot more, and I do have that
Really
book,
like the
so
frame.
I'll show that. But yes, and
And I like the fabric. It's just,
yeah.
it's,
I think I must have had the frame cut. I don't know. I must have had the frame cut, but I framed it myself because I got it all laced in the back. So, yeah. That was, it's a stitching, it's a journey, and you learn from things that you do, and you continue to grow and
You go
refine
ahead.
your things. Okay, another one. This is a Paulette Stewart. I love her horses. They just look so.
I had that pattern I want to do too.
Isn't that pretty? This
It's
is
so majestic looking.
It's his horse. What's his horse's name? I'm thinking Braveheart. I know that's not right.
You're hurting my brain. I can't.
It's named after his horse.
It's not. It's not Nelson.
No, that's the new
That's
one.
the
I
other
think
one.
it'll come up. So if we just burst out and say a horse's name in the middle of filming, it just means it's come back to us. But her horses are just
He's
like
got a
that
neat
old
name. It's a neat name. I know.
silver or
No.
gray.
Oh, you're getting closer.
This is so sad. She looked this up ahead of. She has that, kind of like the heroic look to the horse.
Yeah,
So
he's
they look
very
just
majestic looking.
So, and I did this on, I think it's Egyptian sand. It's just like a one and done kind of piece of linen that I had. So, okay, another couple of patriotic pieces. This is Calico Confectionery. I did it, I can see on the back. I did this in 2022, and I changed the colors from the pattern. This pattern is still available online, and some shops carry it. And if you want to know the colors I changed it to, I would have to look that up. It's on my
Blue
Instagram.
skin.
Blue skin. A new color.
We didn't have.
Yes.
It wasn't close at all.
Well, we had colors. I was doing colors, so it was good. This is Annie B's pear pattern, and as part of Sherry Colorado Cross Stitchers summer camp last year challenge to change colors on an item, I changed one of her Annie B's pear patterns to be patriotic, and then just add a little patriotic fabric to it. So that was a lot of fun. I really enjoy that. One more stitch patriotic piece, and this is one of the kits from Samplers Not Forgotten, one of the kits that she comes out with at market. And so this year I got the hydrangea kit, And this was, as I recall, there was more stitching than you would think with this because of all the little stripes and everything, but I love it. I mean, you get everything with the kit. I think you get that I added on the little ribbon, but everything else you get with the kit. So the little charm there. So
Very cute.
well, I have just a couple of wool pieces. This is a Maggie Bananami piece. A Patriotic piece that I think I got through Blackberry Primitives and stitched that. And I just love it. I just love her lollipop flowers and the base and the Patriotic bunting.
Me too.
I think I got everything for the kids on that one. And then this was in a... Was this in a book or did I buy the pattern? I did not buy this as a kit. Maybe. I don't think I bought this as a kit. I enjoyed getting that one out too. And I just added, this is old army blanket, and I fringed it the way Maggie talks about. You just cut like 1 inch, you go, and I just eyeball it, but you cut like 1 inch slits. You do like a strip of army blanket, and then you cut 1 inch slits, and then you just go in and you just kind of, and I got a little thread there, you round the edges. And so I did that and sewed it on the back, and that, to me, I just need to do a little something to finish this. So
Could you use for the front, for the background? I mean, what is it? Is that just a...
It looks kind of like an old linen, and it might be like I don't think it's a feed sack, but it could be feed sack material. Like it. So, and then you have like this is little ribbon for the flag. This is not wool. This is little pieces of red ribbon for the flag, and a little bit of homespun for the star part of the flag.
Very cool, Roberta.
So maybe that was, I don't think it was maybe it was a kit, because I just don't know that I would have that kind of calico in my stash. So beautiful. Another piece by Maggie. So that's my prior Patriotic finishes.
Okay.
All right. I'm just on
now. Okay, I thought I could get Harrison done, but I didn't, because I didn't. But I did get some of his leg done.
Oh, I know. We always think we're going to get everything
It just
done.
doesn't look like that much stitching, but
it's our famous.
It's a lot of stitching.
Well,
he's got a lot. He doesn't have little legs. He's got long legs. So I finished his sweater, and did I get his hands in? One hand in, and then one skinny little peg leg. But maybe next time. So, but I just had so many other things that I wanted to stitch. And I think I told you that I had something on my iron, and thank God when I went to press it, I went to the outside and not the inside, because I can't get it out. But when I cut it, you won't see it. But anyway, I didn't get him done, but I worked on him. Rabbits are kind of a dirty word to me right now. They have been awful in the garden. And we've had a lot of rain. I can't, I have the rabbit-proof stuff, and it's supposed to last through the rain, but I don't know. They keep finding something new to chew on. Oh, we have worms. I mean, like earthworms. We've had so much rain that they come out of the water, and then the rain washes them into the pool. And so they're just all... I didn't think about that. And then we have that robot thing that goes back and forth and collects them. And then and then when you go to empty it out, it smells like swamp water. Well, I've never heard of that. We have a neighbor that has one of the robot lawnmowers. And it freaks me out every time I drive by and I see something out of the corner of my eye moving in this person's lawn. And I've never seen a robot lawnmower. They're just like this big. It's a little white thing, and it just... How does it know to go? Well, I guess same like a Roomba vacuum cleaner. But it hits other people's grass and then it stops. I think it hits their driveway, maybe. Or maybe they have parameters in the... Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. But anyway. Oh, well. Mysteries of the world.
Lots of robots. Yay, I have a big finish.
Yay!
I'm so excited. I don't have my bag here. I'm not exactly sure if I started this 2 or 3 years ago, but I have loved this since I saw the model being stitched at Country Sampler.
Doesn't it feel good to put that last when you
I think I did. Now someone's probably going to say, "Oh, you missed something."
Well,
so here it is. So this is Peace on Earth by Samplers Not Forgotten, done on, I think it's 36 count winter woolens with the called for Weeks Dye Works, and there's only
So
like
beautiful.
5 colors. But
I can't wait to see that finished or framed.
yes, looking forward to a framing sale so I can get it framed.
It's so pretty.
The brick house took so long, and it was in timeout a little bit because about a year ago this time I realized I had missed the second story, and so I had to go through and rip it all up and move the house. I tried to figure out how to adapt
that seems so long ago.
I know, but it was just kind of disheartening to have to rip out so much. And but I'm happy, in the end, I am happy I did it because I like the proportions on the house, and it just would not have worked out if I wouldn't have the same.
Beautiful.
So, yes.
Beautiful stitching.
Happy to have that one done. All right.
My next one is a new one that I got. I just started it at the end of last month, but I really haven't put too much into it. But that's the Artsy Housewife Flora. I just love the face of that owl. And I love owls so much, She just wants to talk to. I just feel like she wants to talk to me. So, and these DMCs. I use DMC. And here is my lady.
Pretty.
I did it on a bigger count. I did it on 25 count Country Vintage Mocha. And that's all I've got. So I'm almost... This was the first page, so I'm trying to finish the first page before I go to the second page.
Cause a cute little owl needle minder.
I got a little needle minder and a little needle holder. And an owl thread bed. Is the owl on the front? Little owl thread bed. And thank you to Joyful Stitching. I got my owl project bag and quilted on the inside. So anyway, I'm anxious to I've been working on her during the day. I've worked on some other things. I haven't completed anything. Oh yeah, I guess I have. I'll show you in a minute. But I wanted this bigger because I really love her face. And I can't see smaller anymore for some reason.
Well, for now, you have cataract surgery maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's I got a little more work done on my Mary Cox piece. It's been, I only have some needlework accessories to do, and then also doing the nun stitch around the main part. But so that's how much I have done so far. And it's good for this month because it's red and blue, so nice for if you're in the mood for patriotic stitching, it kind of helps with that. So this is what I did. This is like the scissor holder. And so I personalized that with my name. And this, I have a question. I hope this isn't, a pretty moment, but the model or the pattern for this, here it says Z-R. What does that stand for? I don't, because it's not Mary Cox's initials. Everything else she has her name on. But I didn't want to put that on, and I didn't want to put the year on again. So I just did a couple of rows of just little decorative stitches to kind of fill in that part. But if you know it, I tried to look it up in the directions. I don't know if it was originally, if that was maybe for a guild or something or a class, that would have been particular too, but if you know what that is, help me.
I don't know.
So the only thing I have left to do, I have room over here for that, is a needle case. And like I said, it's going to take me a while to do the nun stitch around this whole piece. And then I think finishing is pretty easy because with the nun stitch, you just cut it out a little beyond the stitches. And then I think the directions is folded over. And I think you use a glue stick and glue it in place. So this will have to be, since this is a scissor case, this will have to be attached front to back somehow. The needle case you just do as one big piece and then just fold it over. So finishing should be fairly easy on that, right?
Sure. Hey, do you know what you call a laughing motorcycle?
No.
A Yamaha. Okay. This is actually in my new purchases. I found this bag on Etsy, and it says, "You are my happy place."
Oh.
Well, what do you think I was going to put in this one?
Oh my goodness.
It's for my happy basket. So I had got a few on. Also came with a darling little thread bed
so pretty.
needle,
Oh, that's
then it matches the bag.
That's a nice size bag.
So, so I kind of worked on some. I got a witch's hat done because was it Carol Lee that was doing Halloween in June? I think so. But anyway, that was my token Halloween in June. And then I had started a bunny, so I finished my bunny. So
These are just
that
adorable.
one done.
Very
and
cute.
Then this is going to be, I've got the cards. This was going to be a beehive. So I just got a little bit done on that. And this is going to be a strawberry. I just got a little bit done on that. But it's going to house, I pulled out, and there's my strawberry.
So pretty.
There's my bunny. And again, I'm using colors that's close to what's being called for, but I'm using out of my stash.
And these are the Stitch Quarterly.
These are the Stitch Quarterlies.
Cards by Lori
We
Holt.
just got our Y. We're up, so we'll have. Oh, I thought I had them in order. Nope. Anyway, these are some that I'll just hold up. These are some that I want to go through, that I want to do.
This one's almost your name, Bright Linnea.
Ah.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't. Oh, it does say that. Bright Linnea.
Oh, sorry. That's a pattern. Oh, no, that's a gun.
Let's have to
I
change
thought I
that
was
to
showing
E.
the pattern. It's like, oh, no.
This is Dollhouse.
Oh, cute.
Oh, there's the beehive.
Oh, cute.
And this little star.
I love that.
Little crow. Little marigold. Spools.
Oh, that's cute.
These just came in. These are just the brand new ones.
Cute, cute.
Fresh pears. And here's a sunflower.
Oh, my goodness.
There's a little snowflake block.
Oh, that's pretty.
This is part of the new ones too. Pie cherries. Flower basket.
Merritt Crawford just did this as a quilt piece, right? I just saw something where she posted a picture
didn't
of
see
that.
This is part of the new one too. Canning jar. A black cat.
Oh my
And
goodness.
a pumpkin.
Cute.
I know, aren't they adorable?
They're very cute.
October 31st. This one's Dolly. It's my mom's name.
Oh.
So, but it's Lenny, but Dolly. Apple. Flowers and berries. Cold watermelon. A mushroom. and a honeybee. I just pulled out some that I'm going to work on. These are going to be current work-ons, and then I have I think it was 101 I think that was the last batch, was 101. So I have a whole box. So this is going to be housed in my sweet little bag, and this bag came from, did I pull it out? I thought I had,
Is that on there?
no, I thought I cut off the tag. I'm sorry. Oh, Veronica sews. Veronica sew something, but I just got it yesterday.
Cute.
But it's also it's quilted in.
Very nice.
But anyway, okay.
All right. And I have this in my Acufactum fabric bag.
Love that bag.
They're pretty. From Painted Leaf Company. And boy, I've had to sit on my hands to not order another one because I love it. I got back to my Oh Joyous Day, and oops, I have a needle. Sorry, I have a needle in here. This is how far. Started working on the alphabet, finished the flower. So that's how far I am on that one.
It's a lot of stitching on that too, isn't it?
Yes, so I
And it
haven't.
had some specialty stitches too, didn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit of satin stitch on the
Remember
zigzag
when we
border.
couldn't figure out what that was?
Well, I couldn't figure out why it was a different symbol, and Sarah from Sarah's Stitchy Spot so kindly, very kindly told me
What was?
I need to read directions. She didn't say it that way, but anyway, I love the colors on this. I am really looking forward to doing some more work on that and getting a little closer to being done. Maybe now that I have Peace on Earth finished, I can get this in kind of a regular rotation, because that's one of my goals, is to finish this one this year. So
You can do it.
if I could just, I mean, the alphabet was going pretty fast. But you know how it is. You kind of get distracted with other projects. And this is another Blackbird Designs, and the colors are just so pretty.
You haven't picked my. Well, I think I know what I'm going to do. Okay, my last one. I went through my stash organizing, and I came across this, and I thought, oh, I'm not sure I'm going to do this. But I thought, how appropriate that I came across it just at this time. It was a Lori Holt. It came in my quarterly.
Stitch Quarterly.
Stitch Quarterly. You guys.
Do you know how long ago that was in that one, or
3
Okay.
years ago? I don't know. Well, it should say on the back someplace.
Yeah, I was looking. I didn't see anything.
Okay. Anyway, it says the support group, and I thought how pertinent it is right now. I'm not gonna say perky nut because that's they're not perky. Anyway, it came as a kit, and so it came with the colors.
Oh, it's in. You can't read it. 2022.
Okay, 2022. So 3 years ago, or thereabouts. So,
Cute.
and it came with a little floss
How cute.
holder. It came with. I chose a different fabric. This is a 28 count Lakeside linen purled barley, gifted to me by Kay, and it even had the needle minder, and I got one done. So it's going to be something near and dear to my heart. Okay, that's it for me.
I have two more whips. This was the one that I had mentioned. I had a small start on this from last year. I know Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher did it, and she changed this to blue, and I was thinking about doing it, and I decided to just go with the regular Blackbird color. So this has been a big couple of weeks of, I think that's my third Blackbird pattern.
I have that bag.
Oh, isn't this pretty? This is from PT.
Yep.
Have a Patriotic color.
This is a PT.
Yeah, pretty. Yes, and you're kind of.
Yeah.
They coordinate. So I'm doing this on 40 count suede from Needle Bling, and that's how far I've gotten. So I have to finish the strawberries. There's another color to work into the basket here, and then there's a bunch of little light colored doodads to do. So this is not a terribly long stitch. I had finished when I picked it up. I had done part of this basket down here, so this is about 2 nights of stitching, I think, to do the rest of it. So hopefully I can get back to that and get it finished. Then I did a little more work on my Rose Quaker. I did not do it last night because I was working on something else special, but I went into the middle and started on this motif in here.
Done.
It's getting there. You know, you do it's amazing. You just keep plugging away and
it comes together.
Yeah. There's always people who ask about this. Here's the pattern. This is a PDF. This is a German company. And here's the name of the company. You email them and tell them you pay for it, and then within 24 hours they will send you an email with the PDF. And as you can see, it says for my personal use only, so it will have your name on it. And I'm using DMCs, and it calls for DMC, and I just kind of pulled from my stash for the other colors. But I love the Quaker motif. I'm enjoying doing that. I was hoping to get back to it and finish that motif last night, but something else.
Yeah, we know how that goes.
Well, and then this was a fun start. So over a year ago, I bought this book at Quilter Station at the recommendation of Rita, who owns and she said that this was the lady that she really follows her advice on quilting, or that she's like one of the best teachers she knew about. So I think there's 4 books in the series, and I just got the first one. And I have wanted to quilt since I was in since I was in high school, actually. I remember a friend's mom giving me pieces to start a quilt, and I was just going to do like squares, and I never got around to doing it. And I have just had like a mental block about starting it, and so finally decided I am going to do it.
You did. Look at you.
And so I had a fat quarter bundle of French General fabrics that I bought last year in Williamsburg at Woolen Needle. And so here's my first.
I'm so proud of you. That's so beautiful.
Well, it's beautiful fabric, so that's...
Well, it is beautiful fabric.
So,
but look what you did. I mean, you did super.
So that was my first. I'm so happy.
Oh, you should be so proud of yourself.
This is fun. And then today I did some little...
Look at
4 patch, I think these are called. 4 patch.
4 patches. Mm-hmm. Cut them into 8 patches.
And these will be in the corner. There's like a little quilt that you do. They want you to do like a whole quilt like this. And it's like, don't skip this step. Skipping that step. I just want, I want to have something I can put together and just really have the experience. And I know it's going to be there's going to be a huge learning curve, but if I don't do it, I'll never,
You'll do it.
And so here's like the quilt that I'm working on. So these will be the ones in the corner. And, so I have plenty of fabric with the fat quarter, or with the, what do you call it, the charm pack that I bought.
That's my little box. Mm-hmm. I have to share my little box that Roberta made for me. A little basket with pink flowers. And then the inside.
There's a little kit I picked up at the convention that I thought was just perfect.
Pink scissors and a little wool for my needles.
Yeah, so
I just love it. So, thank you.
Yes.
I'll put it in my basket of happy.
Oh. So, that is what I've been working on in the past couple of weeks.
Well, I guess I have some haul. I had a haul last time. I didn't even think about bringing it, but I have a month of haul. So first of all, I'd like to share some goodies that were sent to us. I want to thank Margaret. Sure.
So kind of you. Thank you.
So, dear Margaret, thank you so much for your thoughtfulness. I got a bag of crows, and she sent me a beautiful pattern of my owls. I love owls. This will keep me busy for a lifetime. But he is such a handsome owl.
Very pretty.
Neat.
Bob.
Yeah. And it's all kitted up. And then she sent me, because I said I wanted to finish, I need to restring Lily's beads because they came undone. So she sent me some pearls and a sweet little dish.
How sweet.
And anyway, thank you. And it was just so sweet of you.
Yes, she sent me a bag too, which was very kind, and has a beautiful scissor fob on it. Isn't that pretty? And then she also sent me Susan Crothers 1853, which is, I love the colors in this. I love the honeysuckle border, the pretty flowers. Thank you, Margaret. That was very, very kind of you. And just fussy cut the back of the bag. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's so perfect for that. So thank you so much.
And Carol, I want to thank you for making this pillow for me. It just brought tears to my eyes when I opened it up. And your note was
Fabric is
so
perfect.
so kind. And then she finished it with this beautiful fabric on the back. And I will think of you often, and it will give me hope and strength and all the good stuff. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to... Let's see. This is a new bag. I got this from Pin and Tunny. I wanted a bag that looked a little bit like, not Halloween.
4th of July.
Thank you.
Independence Day.
4th of July.
So, yeah.
And so I had a few.
Isn't that pretty.
Oh, it's just beautiful. But something that I could use year round. But it definitely gives the 4th of July.
Oh, fun.
I can't remember if I showed you this or not, but I'm going to show it to you
I
again.
don't think so. I don't think you did.
This came from Just Another Button Company. And if you bought the buttons, which I have all the buttons, and then the pattern came with it. So I'm going to start this weekend because I want to have this in my little 4th of July box. Then I received a lot of different patterns from friends. I think these came from Darley. So Darley, I want to thank you for, here is La-Di Da, My Country, and this is Early Americans.
Oh,
I think this
cute.
came from Susan, so thank you, Susan. And Where Liberty Dwells, I think this also came from Susan. And I've seen this so much of everybody doing it, and I don't have the pattern, and I can't wait to start on this one. So thank you guys. So this is going to be housed in my Pin and Tunny for my 4th of July Halloween patterns to come. Okay. Oh gosh. This came from the mine table at in Texas that we went to. So I picked this up off the mine table, and I also picked up this, and I picked this up from the mine table. So this is a little embroidery with a little button, a snowman on the front. And this is H. Purdy. I just think it's a monochromatic, and it's just alphabets and numbers. But with the
I
little
think that's
doodads.
a Norfolk sampler
Oh,
because of this design here. That kind of tells you that band. They have a lot of those. I forget what they call those bands, but
I don't know, but you guys probably know more about it. But I just love it.
yeah. So
I can't wait to do that.
I remembered something from Sampler Symposium
How about that?
like 5 months ago.
And let's see, some of my other new things. Kay actually gave that to me. I think that's a cute. Gather Ye Tulips. And I got this a honeybee sampler. I've seen this out a few times. And I actually got it from Evertote.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Oh, I love that one. I do love that.
And the fabric came was
I love those. That floss is amazing.
arrowroot, 36 count arrowroot, and Roxy Floss creme brulee. So this is one I can't wait to get started on.
I think that has really pretty variegation.
It does. It's heavily variegated. So this is
That'll be-
really, and I don't have to change threads. So this is going to be so much fun. I just can't wait to see where all the colors. I just think this is
I love that when it came out at market.
beautiful. So I'm so excited to start this one. I'm behind on my primitive gatherings
Oh, how
quilt,
pretty!
so I've got them all drawn,
Dragonflies.
and so it's just yeah, July. It's just different. So I'm really excited. And then here's all my wool.
That's so pretty.
My doctor did tell me that I couldn't stitch for 2 weeks after surgery.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, so no repetitive
Well,
movement.
you know what? It's just a blip. It's just a blip.
But I think I can stencil. That's not really repetitive, is it? I'll see how I feel. But I think I have so much wool work that I want to work on, and I got one more pattern. But I think I can draw things out. I don't know. I'll let my boobs tell me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You know, I'll see what I feel like. But and then I just bought this in Texas, and this was 3 vintage sewing pillows. So it's going to come out to 3 different pillows.
Oh, cute.
Of scissors, and then it comes as a kit. And there's my wool
Oh my!
for
how
the back
cute
of that.
is
So that's going to add to my bowl. I just have so much happiness coming.
and I have some I could give you.
Okay. Scissors or wool?
Wool.
And gosh, and there's more. I went to
Cute.
Hobby Lobby and I wanted backs for my happies, and just something. I didn't need to have anything
cute.
fancy, but something that would go along with the theme. So I picked up some
goodness, how cute.
little bees, and I just thought this was pretty fabric,
That's very pretty.
very floral. So I picked up that. This was a little garden. It had herbs and or basil and garden fresh, and I mean I can just think of so many of my little squares that will just work perfect with this. These was little farm
Oh my goodness,
chickens.
that's adorable.
and a little chicken house and eggs, and this one was a pack, and it had a little fox and just some little mushrooms and just some pretty backing, and I just thought that was fun. Okay.
I have a little bit of haul. This was
ahead.
something I had received when we filmed last time, but I wanted to wait until everyone in the guild had it before, so I didn't ruin a surprise. Tudor Rose Sampler Guild had a workshop with Erica Michaels in May. I think it was about the same time we were down in Texas for Boxcar. And the design is called Welcome the Rose. So this is,
Oh, look at
and then our at our Zoom meeting on the first Tuesday of the month, she went over the inspiration for this and all of that kind of that wonderful stuff. Just trying to. So we have a pattern also for this berry, and this is a little needle book here, and I think we have the wool and everything to complete this, plus this sampler. And this is, so it's the Tudor Rose design, which the berry has been released before, but then she did the sampler for us and changed the verse to be kind of an Old English verse. And this came about when one of the Tudors was marrying someone, a princess from another country, that said, "Welcome the rose, both red and white, welcome the flower of our delight." So very pretty, and I just wanted to show you. So we got the kit. This was something,
Wow.
This is not available now, and I went ahead when we were doing the meeting and labeled everything with what it's used for. Let's see, I don't remember what the linen is. I think it's 36 count.
I love it.
And here's all the colors. So I do want to start on the strawberry and get the strawberry done, because one of the things that we had the option to do, so you could, some people went to the workshop in person, and Michelle Arndt from Michelle's Silver, she takes old silver pieces and melts them down, and if you're in a workshop with her, you can actually, I think, do the work. But since we were not at the workshop, you had different pieces you could buy, and I bought this topper for that little strawberry, so that's why I want to finish the strawberry and do and Linda Stoltz, who is Erica Michaels, showed us how to do the berry finishing, how she does it with the wool leaves, and we talked about how to attach this. So before I lose that, I want to go ahead and get that finished. So that was a previous purchase. And then I'm also part of I don't get to these meetings very much, but the Delaware, what is it? It's the Delaware Historic Valley Guild, and one of the things they sent for their members is this mother of pearl. I can't tell if it's picking up the design on it or not. It's this mother of pearl needle minder with their...
Oh, that's so pretty.
And their insignia is a berry basket. So I hope you can see how pretty that is. I love mother of pearl pieces.
Oh, really?
So I'm looking forward to putting that in one of my baskets. And then the rest I have is plans. So
Okay, I have a couple more gifts that I'd like to share
sorry.
and thank for some beautiful cards. I received this card from Wanda. Thank you. And thank you for the note on the inside. Very heartfelt. And I want to thank Carol. Oh, your note just, yeah. Gosh, I just keep reading them, and it's just a hug, just for you, just because. So thank you, Carol. I want to thank Kay for the beautiful tea towel, and I want to thank Judy for my warmie. Oh, I love him so much. So I got this one first, and I got one from Annie B's, and it's a teddy bear, and he's still sitting on the couch because I was snuggling up to him before I came. But you put him in the microwave, and you smell the lavender.
Oh, nice.
And so when it warms up,
sweet.
and then I can, I feel like a kid. It's just like, oh. So
sweet.
Thank you.
So that's, I think those are those kind of new?
I guess I've never seen them before, but
Adorable.
And then I'll bring the teddy bear next time. But he was snuggling to me before I left. And then I also want to thank Annie. We traded patterns and helped me. Winter Rose Manor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so she shared her bag with me so I can start. So that's going to be my big start this year,
Beautiful.
I think. So I have all the flosses. I'm ready to go. And then Chelsea, bless your heart.
Oh.
Chelsea shared this.
Oh, that's a beautiful pattern. I've seen so many people do that.
I can't wait.
I love it.
So Chelsea, your note meant so much to me. So thank you for this too. So, we can apply this to anybody. It says, apparently we're trouble when we're together. Who knew? So Kay got me that, but we could use it for anybody.
Well, anybody with you, I guess.
I guess just anybody that's riding with me. Who knew? Maybe that's why I like the owls. Who knew?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and then I'm just going to.
Pretty.
I got some new. This came from.
I love that. Farm Girl Michelle.
Farm Girl Michelle for part of Patreon. So this is Ober. How do you say that? Oberhasli? I've never heard of that. Am I saying that right?
Oberhasli.
Anyway, it's got kind of a
German
pink cast to it. Just absolutely gorgeous.
It's kind of like a cocoa color. I almost
Yeah, a little bit of
Hastly. Ober.
This was from Garibaldi's pomegranate, which is really pretty. So this is for my ladybug.
Pretty.
And this was that was a 18 count Ada, and this is a 36 count Zweigart Edinburgh. So, and look how beautifully neutral with a little bit of modeling that is. So, anyway, that was all I had a lot to share. I did, and I'm just so grateful and feel so blessed, and I'm just happy.
Yeah.
So, thank you. All right, your plans are?
My plans, well, I'm very much in patriotic stitching mode. I want to finish this strawberry. But, so this is the book that I was telling you about that this pattern is in. And I do have the floss for that, and I have another picture of that.
I had that book, and there's just so much in there.
Yes, there. It's a gorgeous book. See how that pops? That's what I want. That's the look I want. So I need to redo it, and I don't know if I need to use 2 strands of floss to make the colors pop, but that's why I wanted to stitch this. And as you can see, it's just.
I think I just chose a little brighter colors. Here, I'll help you.
Okay, good. So yeah.
See, there we go. Up a little bit.
So that's 18th century rook, which I was able to track down. But one other thing in this book that caught my attention is this little piece. Well, the piece that's on the cover here, Summer Song. It's really a small piece. It is. Oh, I just had it here. It is.
Oh, you pass.
It's 58 by 67. It's this one right here. And I got this idea, I think it was something Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher did or is talking about doing. And I've had this little board, and I wasn't sure what to do with it. I got this at a retreat as part of, a project that I'm not going to do. And I thought this would fit on it perfectly, that little, and maybe I'll paint the board blue or red or something. I'll have to see what it looks like when I finish the piece. But I want to do this as just for a little patriotic piece, and I think that would be a cute way to display it. So here's so I had to pick up the linen at Quilter Station. It's 30, what I got is 32 count sheep straw. It calls for 30 count. I couldn't find that, so 32 count was the closest I could get, and that's the colors, called for colors. And then the other thing I want to do is also patriotic. And it's the same thing that Linny just showed you. It's the Brenda Gervais. I bought this as a kit from Michelle, Farm Girl Dry Goods, last year. So I want to do that. And so when I bought the kit last year, I got the backing fabric. Isn't that pretty? Really pretty red calico. And got and then the flosses. So I'm done. Only three. Yeah, just 3 flosses. And then what I thought is, I would put this on the back after I turn it. Put that on the back. So I think that'd be really cute on the back.
Absolutely.
If it's not too big, because those are really tiny. And then also part of the kit was the little rickrack. So tell me those didn't take too long to stitch.
No, they didn't take too long to stitch. It'll take you longer to finish them.
So that's my plans for the next couple of weeks.
All right. Well, my last big plan, I bought this whole kit at my antique store, and I have to read you the note on the front. It says, "This is from my mother's quilt projects. She was famous for starting projects and not completing them." Who knew?
So sweet.
There are 18.
With that, though.
I know.
I bet she probably has a lot of those.
I know she does a lot, and the daughter does a lot. But when you see this, these are 18 completed diamond blocks, already clipped because it's going to be a rag quilt, and 17 homespun fabrics ready to add the pumpkins. And I did buy the pumpkins material at Quilter Station. Rita helped me pick them out. So I won't show you all 18 of them, but I wanted to give you a hint. Okay, she has completed 18 of these blocks. Now this is actually the back of the block. This is going to be the front of the block, which you think, what? But this is all clipped. And when you do this and throw it in the wash machine and dryer, it fluffs up into this beautiful rag quilt. So, and these are all homespun. Just trying to grab one of these out here. So, and then, so you pair it off. So this will be, and this is also sewed. It's like it's sewed inside out. So these will be sewed together. So this is actually the right side. So the wrong sides face each other.
Okay.
Okay. And so this
will you put batting inside or no? No. Okay.
Nope. It'll be heavy enough. And so I will sew those two together. And then on the blank piece, and this is just one of my colors.
Because there's like three layers together here, I guess.
Yeah, and then I will have a pumpkin. I have the pattern, and then I will have a pumpkin, and
okay,
it's going to be rag too,
cute.
and I'm going to have to do it. I've read the directions twice. Rita showed me once. I'm going to read the directions again because I have a special tool. Oh, I took the pattern out to. Darn it! I'll bring it next time. Because
if you send me a picture, I can insert
okay,
it.
I'll send you a picture because, yep, I sure did. But anyway, it's going to have a pumpkin, and there's 2 shapes of pumpkin. You sew 4.
Oh, that sounds adorable.
You sew 4 pieces of material together, and then it's got the special tool that you go and you slit the top 3, and that makes it ragged, and then you clip those. So then when you put them all in the dryer, the pumpkin's going to be ragged, and the quilt's going to be ragged, and it's going to be so cute. So I'll send a picture
really cute.
of the pattern to Roberta to put in the. But that's my big plans for when it's just so friggin' hot outside. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, so hot outside that all you want to do is stay inside and quilt. And as soon as
it will be here. It has not been a super hot summer so far, but
not so far, but I did get out,
especially once you get to 4th of July.
Yeah,
you got out.
I did get out a couple days and did my laps. So, but I'm so excited I am going to do some quilting and some wool. I hope so. Anyway, I think that's it.
Okay. I forgot. I also just got a wild hair to reorganize my craft room.
Well, that's always in
my goodness. I moved all my shelves from one wall. So my craft room's actually a walk-in closet, and I had 3 rows of shelves, and I moved them from one wall to another, which means taking everything off, and I barely had room to walk around in there. I was so afraid I was going to get stuck and fall over on something. So got that done, and I have a new sewing table coming from IKEA that I'm picking up tomorrow.
Girl.
I don't have much. The sewing table I got with this machine probably 20, 25 years ago, and it's broke. So I want a longer one that if I do
mine
do
just
more quilting. And it also has drawers in it so I can store things, which, I need things so I can get it off the floor in my craft room. So I'm really excited. I think I'm already planning what I'm going to label and put in the drawers. And so I get so excited about organizing.
And I was trying to finish stuff, and I couldn't get it finished because everything is stacked on top of my table. So my goal before surgery is to clean everything off. So whatever I feel like doing, at least I have a clean space to work.
And you don't have to do it all at once. That's the game I play with myself, is just put 3 things away. Because if I go in there, just put 5 things away, because part of it is you have stuff and it's like I'm not sure what to do with it. So I just challenge, instead of feeling, I won't do it if I feel like I gotta stay there until it's done. But if I just chip away at it,
I set a time limit. And then you have
whatever works. Yeah.
So, but I say, and then if I still feel good after that, then I'll work a little bit longer, but a minimum of whatever I feel like.
Okay. So we don't know exactly when we'll be back.
No, because my surgery's the 23rd. I looked at the calendar, and our next date would be that following Friday. So that would be the 2 weeks. So we may have to go 3 weeks.
Okay.
This time, and I may have to have Ike drive over me, and he and Jim can
not drive over you.
Oh no! Ooh, I've been watching Karen Reed. No. Oh, who knew?
We'll figure it out.
But we'll put something on Facebook or whatever, Instagram or whatever, if it's later than 3 weeks. But I'm hoping I can hobble in here and do filming. I probably won't have a whole lot to show. I'm saving I have a basket of finishes that I've had ever since I started back cross stitching.
Okay.
And so I might bring those over and just show you what needs to be finished. And that will be, so we'll share that.
Our kids will figure out. You always have something to talk about.
Yeah. So I had one more little joke that I thought was kind of funny. It says, what kind of cars do sheep drive?
Automobiles.
Lamborghinis.
Oh.
Okay. I do have a bedtime story tonight. And it's a happy one. Are we done?
Yes.
Okay. A man visited his doctor, and the doctor checked him over before commenting. It looks like you get a fair bit of exercise. The man replied, oh yeah. In fact, just the other day, I walked 5 miles over rugged terrain as I climbed over rocks and trees. I also waded along the edges of the lake, pushing my way through tall thistles, and even slid down sandy slopes while getting sand in my eyes. The doctor was quite impressed. Well, you are certainly a dedicated outdoor enthusiast. The man replied, "Not really, Doc. I'm just really a bad golfer." The end. All right, folks. It's so good to be back in a good frame of mind. And thank you for all your prayers and good thoughts and wishes. And the jokes came, I have to give Laura credit, from Costa Rica.
Oh, we have a giveaway too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We do have a giveaway. I knew there was something. But I want to thank Laura for my joke. She's been sending me daily jokes to cheer me up. And Laura, I used those jokes today. So thank you for keeping me in a chuckle.
And we do have a giveaway from last time. So our winners are...
Lily. Congratulations to Miss Lily. For Miss Lily. For Lily. Lenny.
And this is the Stacy Nash Lily pattern, and
I
Lenny
just covered
finished
it up.
So she's giving that away.
Yes. So it goes to Mary Jane McDonough. McDonough. But you won Lily. So.
Okay. And then flag was yours too?
And flag was mine too. And it goes to, congratulations to Elaine Ship, 7197.
Okay. And I'm giving away Fox and Rabbit spring pattern, courtesy of our friend Denise, and it comes with the linen, some suggested linen. That goes to Shauna Gage 4875. Shauna Gage 4875. And then also from San Francisco Stitch Company gave us 2 patterns to give away. Number 5 goes to Robin Orchard 2194, and number 10 goes to Gleeful Gretchen. So please email me at sablestitcher22@gmail.com and send me your address, and we will get these shipped out to you.
I'm going to do 2 more because I'm so grateful and feel so blessed. And I have, so I want to give away Ladybug Picnic. And we'll just say Ladybug. And I'd like to share, I have 2 Harrisons. So, who knew? So,
Evil Bunny, I can't look.
He's got carrots. He doesn't want your flowers.
Good.
Okay. Just don't go carrots. No. All right. So, Harrison.
But look, he has a bag. He's got a bag to carry stuff.
Yeah. But we'll say carrots. So, carrots.
Okay, Harrison. And Ladybug.
Very
good.
Okay.
And we will do that giveaway at our next video.
Yes. So,
whenever.
And
thank you.
Hopefully you call. So
yes,
you get these.
Please.
I've seen so many cute lilies.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're just darling. Bikinis and nautical and dresses.
Flags. And
it's just, I love the creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just, they're so
fun.
cute.
And it has to give Stacy a kick to see all of the different variations on lilies. So it's just so fun.
All right, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we're all going to do this together, and it's just a bump in the road, and we'll be back like a bunny.
So
okay.
Take care.
Love you.
Love you guys. Bye.
Mwah.